Women tie their long hair and use branches to cut long spears, which will be their tools for revenge. Just last night, the criminal cruelly shot her and her boyfriend, and then threw them directly into a pit. They didn't expect that as soon as they left, the woman woke up from her coma. It turned out that she had just scratched her scalp, but her boyfriend was not so lucky. The woman held his body and cried bitterly. She decided to seek revenge for her boyfriend. She arrived at the home of the murderers and saw the man at the door. Without hesitation, the woman stepped forward and used a stick to knock the man down to the ground. The man stood up and tried to resist, but was stabbed to death. Then she discovered two other men in the forest. Amy first knocked out one man, and then she engaged in a close combat with the other man. Due to her weak physique, Amy was pinned to the ground. However, she quickly turned the situation around with her scissor legs, and the man who was stabbed several times eventually died. Amy turned around and interrogated another man who was hanging from a tree and almost suffocated, but still refused to tell where their lair was. Amy picked up a knife and slashed at his ankle, then pretended to make a mistake and let him go. In order to find the gang's hideout, Amy deliberately ignited the small house with gasoline to create a commotion. The loud explosion caught the boss's attention, and she sent a man to investigate the situation. However, halfway through, she encountered a man who had been deliberately released. At this moment, Amy was hiding in the dark, observing their movements. As they were speaking, Amy quietly got into the car. On the way, she rested while planning how to proceed with her next revenge plan. When the car stopped again, she had already arrived at the gang lair. The boss learned that Amy not only did not die, but also killed two of their subordinates. So angry that she slapped the man directly. She instructed her subordinates to investigate Amy, but the investigation results shocked them. Originally, Amy was a female soldier who had carried out multiple assassination missions. Even the boss never expected that her subordinates would provoke such a person. Even though she was a little scared, she thought this was her territory and Amy had no companions. The landlady didn't pay much attention and instead started preparing for the bonfire funeral in the evening. Everyone raised their glasses to mourn and bid farewell to their deceased companions. But there was actually no trace of sadness on their faces. And after drinking a few glasses, they even became excited and started partying. One of the men got drunk and wanted to go back to rest, but was ambushed by Amy, who stabbed him with a broken bottle of wine. Amy retrieved her husband's wedding ring from his neck and held it in her hand. She was so tired that she immediately fell asleep.